We often get asked by our champions, like, how can I convince my CEO to see the power of this and what's in it for them? So we created this video for you. This is chock full of the reports you need to run the business. And the underlying theme is you can get this amazing insight up to 80% faster than you get it today. Watch on. Feel free to pause on any of the slides. My name's David Apple, head of the SaaS vertical here at Sage Intacct. Let's start with this. Your SaaS metrics dashboard, CMRR, annualized CMRR, customer churn, revenue churn, renewals, the ability to drill in to great detail on any of these, created for you in order to guide making the big decisions, because the data is all in one system with the analysis on the departments and the dimensions that you can go deeper into. And then see it graphically, different types, revenue by billing method. Your finance team, by putting this in, can craft this and customize it for you. Another example, billing and payments, to be able to see billings and payments, so you can understand the cash position and drill down in. The underlying principle here is the data is there, and then you can pull it out faster. Billing forecast, pull it in and then be able to forecast out over time to anticipate the position as you're trying to do future fundraising. Renewal forecasting, understand what the baseline is and pack in what the renewals are going to be to be able to pull that in, understand the health of the business, and tracking churn, tracking bookings that you need in order to do it. The cohort level, being able to classify them, create them the way that you want, and being able to handle it by going down into customers or by product, because the cohort and the dimensional data is there. Revenues over cohorts over time, with different time periods of how you set them up to see how they came in, and being able to, again, dimensional analysis, customer type and class. Because this is in the financial system, it's audited. You can believe it. And we're going in further on in the presentation. It's all in one place. So you're not have infighting across the teams over what is the dominant data set, the correct data set. There's one data set. There's one audited data set. And forecast the future out across billings, cash, revenue, the expenses, so you can anticipate what's the financial position of the company going to be. So can you be more aggressive on big decisions you have to make? Hiring sooner, making an acquisition, changing some of the marketing spend, launching a product faster. Do that instead of by gut or with inaccurate data that you can't trust. Shift all that to confidence and much faster. And then on the FP&A side, have a budget dashboard tying with your expenses, booking growths, cash balance that's coming in. See your budget versus actuals and give this to your P&L leaders so they can have ownership and manage the financial position of their departments that you're asking them to do. Well, there's these 8 boxes here. You can configure and change any of these. Do MRR forecasting. What do you expect beginning from the month and the end of the month, and where's growth coming from? Bookings forecasting, same thing. And then all these different dimensional aspects that you want to put in by department, class, product. You can put other ones in, business entity, and then the different types of revenue types. Cash forecasting, critical to figure out when do you need to raise more funding, where can you invest, and do it by all the different GL codes. And again, your finance team does all this work for you. It's just there, so you know it's not in Excel. It's not at risk of being inaccurate. Your P&L forecasting, headcount tracking, to be able to put all this in. It's all in one place. And I want to tell you how we do it. That's all the eye candy for you to more effectively lead the business, define what success is, have people see where they stand and hold them accountable and inspire them to it. But now I want to talk about how we do it and why it's better, and why you should choose us. So we built this. I've done over 240 customer interviews, and this is the pattern that's emerged. Starting here, working your way up. When you first start, you're trying to get product market fit, 10 happy customers, you're throwing receipts in the shoebox. Then you want to prove you can sell it, keep the growth rate up and get the sales efficiency from the team. You start to automate the processes around cash with billing, AP, and AR. And simplifying the metrics here, there's a lot more to it, but trying to track unit economics. Series B, prove you can get people to buy from you a second, third time while keeping the growth rate up. There's a lot of pressure your finance team deals here. Volume's going up. Contract amendments are going up. Types of billing models and SKUs are going up. And then more complex revenue recognition as all that happens. And trying to make it more efficient and cutting the close to get the data and forecast out all those things that we showed. Then once you get exit trajectory and make everything repeatable, profitable, and predictable across your P&Ls, a lot more FP&A and gross margin analysis, and then big milestone, a big outcome to set you up for future growth, taking a capital efficient model, moving to adjacent markets and geographies, a lot of compliance and acquisition and international work, public market reporting that goes on. So here's the continuum of your process maturity curve that you've got to solve. And what most people do is just react and solve a process problem in automation one at a time. The problem is it leaves your finance team and you with a big mess of data. So there's integrations, so there's time being manual, so everything's delayed. And then there's multiple systems of record, and which one is the accurate one to decide how you're going to make the decisions? You're not sure, and it causes infighting, a lack of shared trust, and lack of collective consciousness in your decision making. We solved this for you. We had one of the world's best boards with Emergence Capital, Bessemer, Battery, Split Rock, Silicon Valley Bank, Debt, and others that told us, here's where the puck's going on building a great business. And we built one singular FinOps tech stack from prospect to disclosure for over 300 billion scenarios, all the revenue against it, expenses and cash flow, different from the billing only products that don't tie in the expenses or have the GL of the core accounting, so it's not audited, you can't believe on it. So we have much deeper, much richer, much quicker metrics, all with the compliance and infrastructure that you need. And you can buy it simple, start simple with the size, staff, and the budget that you have, depending what stage that you're going to buy at, and then layer on the functionality. Feel free to look into this, but we've got your finance team covered. We've done this umpteen times. We're just crushing it, the leader in the marketplace on this. We got you a flow and a price point to manage for you. So here's the net. As you ask your marketing team, like, make me stand out, make us look better, here's what we do. We give you the core essentials to get through the process maturity curve, through the IPO and beyond, over 300 different billing scenarios. We'll give you over 200 investor reports and metrics and forecasts out of the box, up to 80% faster. It can be up and running sometimes as fast as 60 days. This is for one of our particular products, and it depends on how much historical data that you choose to bring over. So, and then this costs 40% less than if you bought all those products from separate vendors. And so you're getting what you need to make a better business, and it's less expensive in order to get there. And don't take our word for it. G2 ran a review, 1,200 of our customers, 1,200 of a competitor's customers. Look, ROI in almost half the time. Go live in half the time. Across 57 categories, people choose us as number one, including easier to do business with, because of what I just laid out in the product. It's like when you say it about yourself, it's bragging. When someone else says it about you, it's true. Because we've done those things upstream with the one singular tech stack, you get these results and this type of customer satisfaction. Why you should take a look at it. And we're just different. Once you're finding your marketing team to make it stand out where you're different, we are the only product that does it all. Ingesting the orders, the scenarios, revenue expense with the GL, and the reporting against it. The finance only suites don't have billing or revenue in the product. They have to rely on third-party products, which is why the cottage industry is there. So you're getting a delayed close from multiple data sources. The billing only don't have the GL, and so you don't have the expenses and the cash reporting, nor is it audited, and nor do you have the FP&A against it. The billing only point solutions are even less than that. So we are number one, we are differentiated, we are better for you. You will get all those wonderful things that we just laid out. If you want to learn more, just go to sageintech.com/easyclimb, sageintech.com/easyclimb. This is why your finance team believes in us and thinks we're better. This is why you need to push back against your board when they say, well, we should just buy the other product because everybody's buying it. That's true in the past. It's not true for where the puck is going and how you run a business. And the real way to do it is taken from the philosophical to simply say to the board, I will be able to get you these reports that much faster so we can more effectively run the business. My name's David Apple. I look forward to meeting you in the sales cycle. Thank you for looking at us, and I hope we earn your business. Have a great day.